Obviously, it's normal for prices to increase as operating cost goes up.
是这样吗？贵也是要大嘛，不贵也是要大嘛。The standard living of Singapore is very high now.
Singapore's public transport fares will increase at the end of this year, as announced by the Public Transport Council. But have you ever wondered how these fare adjustments are calculated? The PTC uses a fare adjustment formula which calculates the maximum amount that fares can change each year. The formula aims to reflect changes in the cost of providing public transport. This ensures that any fare adjustment is reasonable and balances the interests of commuters and transport operators. The elements in the formula reflect changes in operating costs, wages and energy costs derived from indices like the Core Consumer Price Index, Wage Index and Energy Index. In years where there are sharp increases in the cost indices of the fare formula, the PTC can exercise the discretion to defer part of the fare increase to the next fare review exercise. This is to balance between ensuring that fares keep pace with costs and that fare increases are not too high on a year-to-year basis. For example, in 2022, amid the rising cost of living, the PTC implemented a 2.9% fare increase out of the 13.5% maximum quantum. The remaining amount was deferred to future years. Similarly, a 7% fare increase was implemented in 2023, with the remaining 15.6 percentage points deferred to future years. For this year's fare review exercise, to keep fares affordable, the PTC has opted to continue deferring the majority of the fare adjustment quantum to future years. Following this news, we wanted to hear Singaporeans' thoughts about such fare adjustments and whether our fares are indeed fair.
Yeah, I do take transport regularly. I usually go to school through buses.
搭车来这边吃东西而已啦。
Almost daily lah when I go out.
Yes, I take regularly.
A couple of days ago, or just yesterday, increased. There was an increase of 10 cents, right?
You mean about the 10-cent fare increase?
I heard yesterday from the news.
Obviously, it's normal for prices to increase as operating cost goes up.
不要紧哦，对老人家贵不是贵一点点哦，是这样吗？贵也是要大嘛，你不贵也是要大嘛。
I don't mind it. If it's unreasonable, you know, like maybe $50 per trip, like that, yeah, maybe I will argue about it.
I mean, that's too much, you see. Every year I've been seeing increasing the transport fare going up and going up. Some people can afford, some people cannot afford. The standard living of Singapore is very high now.
Yeah, of course. Operating costs, you have to have operating costs to run the whole transportation. But as we can say, it's public transport. So it must always remain affordable.
Everything goes up, and then I'm not working, but I think those working, they always complain that salary didn't go up.
I just assume it's for the best for everyone, for us as citizens. So I think it's fair lah.
Yeah, it helps to maintain the cleanliness of the buses, the public transport, so that we can have a very comfortable ride.
That I'm not too sure about it.
不知道多少了，我一次买20块嘛，给他扣嘛，差不多半个月了。
Yes, I think I've read about them somewhere around the internet.
Yes. That's one part of the good of the government. They subsidize to help the lower income people on transport. Subsidy, get concession, bus passes and all that, you see.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. Actually, in fact, my son is in the army. He has a pass. My daughter is also a student. She's using it.
Yeah, I have one. I'm a senior citizen, of course.
I'm a senior citizen, so I have a concession on that.
Of the people we interviewed, 8 out of 10 said that it was reasonable for fares to increase due to rising operating costs over the past few years. Figures from the PTC show that the proportion of monthly household income spent on public transport by average public transport users has decreased from 2.2% in 2013 to 1.7% in 2023. Lower income households saw a similar fall from 3.1% in 2013 to 2.4% in 2023. What this means is that public transport fares have had a lesser impact on household income over the years. This could be due to several reasons. One of which may be the rise in household incomes over the past 10 years. As fares have not increased faster than incomes, the percentage that households spend on public transport monthly has fallen. Secondly, public transport is subsidized. The government provides over $2 billion annually in subsidies. In the past 3 years, where the fare quantum was deferred, the government provided additional subsidies. This equates to more than $1 for every journey. some of those interviewed also recognized that there were support measures for lower income households, such as public transport vouchers, as well as concession schemes available to keep fares affordable for low-wage workers, seniors, students, and persons with disabilities. While some respondents did not find the fare adjustments reasonable because it has been rising annually in tandem with the cost of living, adding another burden to consider, a majority of them felt it was reasonable as long as this increase is put towards things like improving public transport and maintaining its safety and cleanliness. Also, consider this. Fares are adjusted to meet higher operating costs and pay our transport workers well. So, what do you think?